I'll bring Dr. Ford after that. Dr. Mike is well known in the health industry. You know, he's actually a professional swimmer too. Most people don't know that about him. And one of the greatest speakers out there in corporate America. But I heard Dr. Mike speak at an event that we were both doing together, and it really resonated with me because he has so many experiences in which he's really helped people biohack not only their health, but their life. So I said, why don't you come down, share with us what you're learning, and help us actually be able to do that to ourselves. So let's give it up with Dr. Mike.
Thank you, Dr. Fab. What an amazing event, right? Yeah. Yes, especially the opportunity for me to be here with all you guys. I got a few items sitting here myself. Still not sure that I'm really here, so I'm very proud to share this time with you. So let's get to it. Do you remember what superpower you wanted when you were a kid? The dreams about who you wanted to be? You really believed without any doubt in your mind that you would be that person, right? Until your parents told you that's impossible. So most of us then settled for the ordinary. And some of us, many in this room, are as stubborn as I am, keeping our dreams alive and figuring out how to make those dreams reality with relentless drive and passion. So luckily today, we have science fiction becoming science fact. And we are able to reverse our biological age objectively and become superhuman. Biohacking and transhumanism is the attempt to upgrade our brain, our body, our human nature by employing these innovative technologies and strategies. So whether you are a Silicon Valley CEO, a top athlete, a John Doe, or somebody afflicted with a medical condition, we all can choose to take the unfair advantage. I took the unfair advantage in about 2016, and then right after I crushed the competition in the swimming pool, resulting in a world record in 2019, 2 U.S. national records, 31 U.S. national titles, and 2 times an All-American status just in a short 3 years. So the question is, what is it that you want so bad? Do you want to deliver those killer presentations, crush your sales goals, heal yourself, find inner peace? What is it? Decide, take action, and take the unfair advantage. Now, the first and most important thing to do is decide what it is that you want in life. What are your dreams? What are you passionate about? Who is it that you want to be? And if you didn't figure that out yet, I'm still trying. If you didn't figure that out yet, right, you need to take the time to make that decision, because this will obviously set the stage. And once you make that decision, you want to be the best at it, right? And you don't want to waste all your time to getting to that goal. That's why you need to take the unfair advantage. The next step is we need to have a plan. We need to have a strategy in order to reach those goals and accomplish those dreams. Without a plan, as mentioned many times today, without that plan, nothing significant will come to fruition. And more importantly, even is step number 3, we need to be relentless. We need to tackle those obstacles. We need to focus on our dream every single day. No wavering, no doubt, nothing else matters, right? Yeah, good. Now, I always get asked, how did you do it, and who was your coach? Well, my answer is I decided to do it. I made a plan, but I assembled a team of experts, okay? So in my case, I had an experienced personal trainer that already worked with top athletes to improve my workout in the gym. Of course, I had a swim coach, but he not only trained kids, he was experienced with master swimmers. I had a mentor who guided me mentally, taught me visualization and manifesting. Okay? I had a personal assistant to offload my regular work because that was just distraction at that time. You know? So it could be a person, it could be a virtual assistant, it could be an AI platform. I had a functional medicine doctor to monitor and optimize my nutrients and my hormones, including my testosterone levels. Right? I didn't really need a nutritionist because I hold a PhD in holistic nutrition, but I still followed the biohacking experts and see what they had to offer that may help improve my performance. So for example, I implemented carnosine in my daily supplement regimen because carnosine helps remove lactic acid from the muscles. I also started using the Beamer, a PMF device, to recover faster after workouts. I had a massage therapist to also help me recover faster in between workouts. And last but not least, I befriended my competition to see what they were doing in the pool, in the gym, and to optimize their performance. But if you add perseverance and commitment to that recipe of a team of experts, there's only one possible result: a big win. Right? So the question is, who do you need on your team? And I suggest you start making that list. So what is biohacking? Biohacking is a broad and amorphous term that basically covers a wide variety of activities attempting to upgrade our physical and cognitive performance. So knowing that, we will need to come up with an effective strategy that covers all the areas of performance and aging, and at the same time takes a gradual yet comprehensive approach to maximize the benefits. So when we talk about scaling biohacking, or to scale biohacking, first we need to regain control of our health. We need to find or restore balance, homeostasis in the body. We need to resolve pain and medical issues, and we gotta get back to normal. Then we need to get to optimal health. We need to implement lifestyle modifications and strategies so we can be fit, strong, and vital again. So we can be in control of our physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being. And only then, when we are in optimal health, I think that would be an ideal foundation or platform to then maximize the benefits of these biohacking strategies and technologies. So there's 3 levels of biohacking. Biomodulators are basically factors that slightly shift or modulate your body's functions. For example, light, movement, healthy nutrition, high quality supplements, cold baths, sauna, all those types of things. They will create an adaptive response that makes the body just a little bit stronger. Bioenhancers are mostly external substances that give a more dramatic effect. For example, our examples are BHRT, bioidentical hormone replacement therapy, when hormone levels drop, or stem cell-based therapies when the quantity and the quality of stem cells in our body drastically declines, both due to genetic programming. So these measures can take us beyond our genetic programming. Who wants to be crippled at 70, right? The last level is biotransformation. Biotransformation is more permanent in nature. Examples are pacemakers, bionic limbs, which obviously operate with greater efficiency and effectiveness than our own biological limbs. Interfacing our brain with computers, such as Neuralink, or cochlear implants for people with deafness, computer chips in the brains of Parkinson's patients, and the list goes on. Genetic modifications, meaning replacing bad genes with good genes, and genetic engineering, meaning trying to edit out all diseases. Okay? Now, if becoming a modern day cyborg is not your cup of tea, we can simply stick with biomodulation and bioenhancement. Now, if we want to be successful with biohacking, we have to recognize our enemies, and those are our biological stressors. And we need to be able to control those stressors, to keep them in check, and to mitigate them as best as possible. We don't have to teach you guys on how stress affects our physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual health, and how stress-related hormones such as cortisol have a bad effect on our chemistry and physiology, right? But what we need to do is we need to get our life organized. We need to take control, because control, and I've heard it before, is clarity, and clarity omits stress, okay? Toxemia are all the toxins that are floating around in our body, and they cause free radical damage and systemic inflammation, the cause of all disease. So in order to keep toxemia in check, we need to reduce the intake and the exposure to toxins from man-made foods and drinks, pollution, electromagnetic radiation, and the list goes on, and simultaneously increase the intake of nutrients that fight free radical damage and systemic inflammation. And then last but not least, nutrient deficiencies over time will cause disease and death. So based on one's age, genetic makeup, lifestyle, energy requirements, physical capacities, and goals, we need an optimal dose of vitamins, minerals, enzymes, probiotics, antioxidants, amino acids, and other essential nutrients, keeping in mind their potency and their bioavailability. Once you decide that biohacking is for you, it also pays off to know a little bit about the top aging accelerators. And we've heard about that today already, right? So telomeres are the end caps of your chromosomes that protect your DNA in each and every cell. But with each cell division, the telomere is not fully copied, and we lose some of its length. And so when telomere sequencing is fully lost, the cell can no longer replicate and is then considered a zombie cell. It doesn't do us any good anymore. So there's simple tests in which we can measure the length of our telomeres. In the field of epigenetics, it is well established that we have the power to manipulate and alter our inherited genetics by upregulating and downregulating genetic expression. So, our genes do not define our fate, we do, okay? Further, we have many tools and strategies to improve mitochondrial function, enzymatic activity, intracellular communication, etc. And if we want to optimize the quantity and quality of stem cells in our body, we can employ or incorporate many strategies such as regular fasting, stem cell and exosome injections and infusion, shockwave therapy, and the list goes on. Just like with anything in health, and that's why we are one mind here, we need to always look at the body as a whole. And therefore also in biohacking we have to address these different areas, because one will fortify the other. So obviously biohacking cells, and we just heard about cellular resonance, biohacking cells and organs will slow down aging and increase functional capacity of these organs, preventing cell death and organ dysfunction. Sleep always has been crucial for optimal health, but also when in superhuman performance, because as we all know, during deep sleep we replenish, recover, renew. Okay, that's our reset button. My upcoming book, Your Key to Success, basically gives easy to implement strategies on how to increase your production, how to free up valuable time, and how to live stress-free. And what we really need to do there is we need to modulate all of our 5 intelligent hormones and really maximize the ability to focus, and we heard that a few times today, to focus, okay? Furthermore, especially in this fast-paced society, we need to upgrade our brain and our nervous system. We need to upgrade our nutritional intake. We need to be aware that movement is key not only to our circulatory system, but also our lymphatic system, which means our immune system. We at JJ Version talking about exercise, lean muscle mass is very important not only to improve your physical performance, but has so many other incredible health boosting benefits. Okay? And then last but not least, we have an innate DNA repair system. Most people are not aware of that. And that DNA repair system is called the ARTD1 repair system. The problem is, in most people, that system just doesn't work because it requires fuel. And the fuel for that system is NAD+. You guys heard about NAD+, right? So it becomes crucial that we keep our reservoir of NAD+ and NADPH, which is the energy battery of our body, we keep that. We make sure we have ample of NAD+ in our body. Modalities. These are just a few of the popular biohacking modalities used today. Everybody heard about stem cell injections and exosomes and infusions, shockwave therapy, hyperbaric oxygen therapy, and bioidentical hormone replacement therapy, cold therapy, cryotherapy, PEMF, pulse electromagnetic frequencies, and Tesla technology. We heard Dr. Carter and John Baxter about the anti-aging bed yesterday, and obviously we all were privileged to experience some of the modalities here at this event, the brain depth, the brain score, vibrogenics, and our hydrogen water with synergy science. Okay, so those are modalities that will help us biohack. This is a very small and short list of some of the popular biohacking compounds that are out there. So obviously we want to prescribe those based on an intended use, and also customize them for each and every individual. Moringa, many people probably heard about it. It's a superfood loaded with vitamins and antioxidants. Certain compounds are stacks. They basically promote gene expression and therefore promote longevity. Everybody heard about peptides. When we inject peptides, we can have several benefits based on what peptide we inject, but they will support mitochondrial function, deep sleep, energy, longevity, and even joint health. The thymus gland obviously produces T cells, very important for what? An optimal immune system. We talked about carnosine being a biopeptide that helps remove lactic acid from the muscles. Urolithin A is pretty impressive to me because it is a metabolite that basically is produced by our gut bacteria when they transform tannins from a pomegranate. And so research shows clearly that it helps again with mitochondrial function, muscle function, endurance, grip strength, longevity. It also helps with prevent the formation of amyloid plaque in the brain, neurotoxicities, and colon cancer. C60 and spermidine again have been shown to help promote longevity. Astaxanthin helps with our immune system. Epigenin preserves NAD+. And biocitroid is is a terpene from a specific blood orange indigenous to Asia that has been shown to modulate all of our 5 intelligence hormones. So that's what I'm taking for focus, for example. The beauty of biohacking is that we can objectively set a baseline and then measure objectively our progress and the effectiveness of our program. Okay? So I think that's pretty cool, and obviously, we have several tests that we can do. The telomere lengthening test has been talked about today. We can do genetic testing, methylation epigenetic testing. We can test our gut biome. We can track our sleep. We can do lab tests, obviously, for our nutrients, for our hormones, body composition analysis, and the list goes on. So, the question is, don't worry. The question is, what superpower do you want? superpower do you want? You need to decide what superpower you want. Then you need to take action. You need to assemble your team of experts, go to work and persevere, right?
Yes.
So, this is what I want you to do tonight, the latest by the end of this weekend. I adopted this idea from Darren Hardy, the owner of Success Magazine. You need to stand in front of a mirror. Make sure nobody's watching. And you go something like this, and you guys are my mirror, okay? Could you not be much healthier than you are now? Could you not be much leaner and at optimal weight? Could you not be looking better than you look now? Could you not be stronger and more vital? When is the last time you saw yourself performing at maximum potential? Have you been missing the point? And have you been trading short-term pleasures and indulgences at the expense of the greater treasures of life? Health, wealth, abundance, and living for service? Guess what? You are fired! And then you turn around. Hey, you! I just fired someone. A great position just became available. You, my friend, you are hired. And that's how you start today. Forget about the past. Start working on the future and embrace the present. Because the present really is the only way or the only place you can work from to make change. QR codes, if you take a picture of that, my biohacking app is coming out in the next few weeks. So if you want to be notified, just take a picture.
When I can wear a shirt like that, I'm going to get one. Let's see how my conversation. Let's see how my conversation goes this morning. So I want you guys to take a 10-minute break. Come back because we have an amazing rest of the morning. And then we're going to break for lunch. And also remember that tonight, we're all having dinner at JP's new restaurant, which is about a mile from here, called